Hello and welcome guys to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be explaining percentages. So let's start by explaining what is a percentage. Now a percentage is a way of expressing a number as a fraction of 100. The symbol percent means per 100. So 25% is 25 out of 100. So it's essentially a fraction, like a ratio between a number and 100, really. So you can write this as a fraction. It's 25 over 100. This is the same as 25%, or 25 out of 100. Now, in the introduction to percentages, there is some skills that you need to learn. The first required skill is finding x as a percentage of y. The steps for doing this are really simple. The first step is divide x by y, and then when you multiply by 100, and don't forget to write the percentage sign, okay? So, let's take an example. Calculate 7 as a percentage of 25. So what we're going to do is say, we're going to divide 7 over 25, okay? And then multiply that by 100. Now, what you do is simply just plug this whole thing on your calculator, and you are going to get 28. And don't forget, like we said here, the percentage, like 28%. So essentially, 7 as a percentage of 25 is 28%. I hope this was clear. Let's take another example. Calculate 8 as a percentage of 60. So again, we're going to say 8 divided by 60 multiplied by 100. Again, you simply just plug this on your calculator, and in this case, you are going to get 13.3 recurring. So it's like 3 is forever %. Now we're just going to write this to 3 significant figures. So this is the first significant, second significant, and finally this is the third significant. So of course the 3 does not round up, so it's going to be 13.3%, rounded to 3 significant figures. Okay. Now, when there's an exercise, not an example, you should attempt to pause the video and try to do this on your own. Now I will solve it myself. So we're again going to have 9 over 30 multiplied by 100. And we plug this on the calculator and we're going to get 30%. Okay. Now we're going to move to the required skill 2. That is finding x% of y. Okay. Now the way to do this is you simply multiply the percentage by the number. So for example, calculate 75% of 90. So you just write out 75% multiplied by 90. And then you plug this on the calculator and you will get 67.5. Okay. Now, what's actually happening here is that the 75% is 75 over 100. Now we're going to clarify this, multiplied by 90. So this is what's actually happening. So this is what the 75% is. And simply the 0 would cancel out with this 0. And then you would multiply 9 by 75 and divide it by 10. You would get 67.5. So this is what 75% of 90 is. Okay. Another example, calculate 60% of 20. So again, we're going to say 60% multiplied by 20. And you can just plug this entire thing on your calculator. The percentage sign you can find on your calculator easily as well. Or instead, there is nothing wrong with writing 60 over 100 multiplied by 20. The answer would be, let me plug it on my calculator. It's 12. All right. Now there's an exercise for you. Calculate 90% of 100. Again, pause the video, try to solve those two exercises, and then I will solve them. Now, so 90% is going to be 90 over 100 multiplied by 100. You don't need a calculator for this. This easily cancels out with this 100, and it just gives you 90. 55% out of 90 is 55 over 100 multiplied by 90. Just plug this on your calculator and you will get 49.5. Hopefully, those two skills were clear. This is just the introductory part of this lesson. We will move in the next videos to more advanced topics like percentage increase and decrease. Just a recap of what we took. We learned what a percentage is. And we learned how to find x as a percentage of y. And of course, the way to do this was dividing the x over y and then multiplying by 100. And don't forget, whatever answer you get, you need to place percent beside it. You need to understand any two numbers in the whole world can be expressed as a percentage out of each other. But it depends. If x is a percentage of y, then we're going to divide x over y. If y is a percentage of x, it will be the opposite. We would divide y by x and then multiply by 100 and get the answer. And finally, we learned how to find x% of y, where we simply just multiply out. So you just multiply x over 100 multiplied by y, and you would get your answer. Thank you for watching.